Good morning. Welcome to Weekend Skills Lab. I'm Christy. Today is fridge clean out day. I had some extra slice and bake cookies, so I made those up. I took all the scraps out of the fridge and 1.5 rotisserie chickens that I'd gotten on a clearance special for $2 a piece, and I'm making a big old thing of chicken broth. Some carrots and celery and onion in there, some spices, salt and pepper. Also canning some beans. I'm going to can all the dry beans that I have, get those on the shelf. While I use up the 24s, these will be the 25s. And I can the beans the dry way. I put half a cup per pint of dry beans and then fill it up with water and put half a teaspoon of salt, canning salt, in each jar. Pressure can then for 75 minutes for pints, 90 minutes for quarts, but I'm not doing quarts. We have no need for a quart of beans in this house. So the chicken broth I will can into quarts, and those will pressure can for 20 minutes, or quarts are 25 minutes. I'm looking at the Center for Food Preservation website while I do this because I didn't want to say the wrong thing. It's 25 minutes for quarts chicken broth, pressure can. Good morning, welcome to Weekend Skills Lab. I am Christy, and today's Saturday, the 19th of April, the day before Easter, and we have rain. We've had some rain. We're going to continue to get rain. I went ahead and threw out some fertilizer this morning on these beds. These are the pepper beds. There's the okra, not up yet. Cucumbers. That one's flowering down there. You can see that. Nice. This is the tomato bed. Tomatoes look good. We did have an incident with a hornworm, but got it. He's gone now. So the green stalks are coming in nicely. The new green beans that I put in are coming up, and we have flowers. Lots of flowers coming on that one. The basil down there is starting to look good. I did pull a sucker off of one of those Romas because I'm not having any luck germinating new Romas. I don't know if I was using a different packet than what I have now, but they're not germinating well. The dill's starting to look like dill. And then our strawberries, we have one strawberry, flowers. I think I finally got all the pockets of the green stalk with something in it. I could be wrong. I could still lose things, but for now we have we have good green stalks. Hang on. I wanted to drink that before I put it down. I don't see anything germinating in here. Oh, yes, I do. This top one. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look and see what the top layer was. But look, there's a lot of it. And that one's coming up too. I know the bottom one was peppermint, but I don't remember what these other ones were. Good strawberry ripening up here. This bed is watermelon and honeydew. I don't see any of those coming up yet, but I seem to have missed a sunflower when I was pulling them. This one is pineapple ground cherry. Nothing's coming up yet in there. Got some peppers. I'm not going to go through all the varieties again. So we have peppers, garlic, tomatoes. This is garlic and onions. I realized I missed these two beds completely last time I went through here. And I did get another watering system like I have over there. I did buy another kit. I just haven't put it out here yet. Garlic and onions. Check out those tomatoes. Awesome. And all the flowers. So many flowers. This may be a very good plant for me this year. That's the same plant, but it's not doing what this one's doing. So our Tabasco pepper looks fantastic. Nice and big. I had a hard time. I tried to grow Tabasco last year and got nothing out of that. Those are the jigsaw peppers. The raspberries, I don't see it setting any flowers yet. It did not last year at all. The first year I had it, we got like 4 raspberries off of it. Last year I got nothing off of it. So I don't know what's going to happen this year. This is lemon balm, a couple of peppers, and okay, this is an experiment 100%. I bought a bag of the biggest grapes I've ever had in my life. I'm talking 3 biters, okay? And so they're seedless, white grapes, but I kept some of the seeds. You know, they're itty bitty tiny, but I put them in there. So we're gonna see if we get some grapes. I know it takes years and years. I know it takes years and years to mature a grapevine, but if I get one going here, I will be happy. And these are basically our ornamentals. Rosemary is an herb, but I think it's beautiful. Sweet potato vines and hibiscus. And this is our zucchini and Big Mac's pumpkins. The Big Mac's pumpkins are a favorite treat of something. Something's been eating them. I may have to bring in some trash cans for him. Onions, some fertilizer in there. This one is supposed to be the other sunflowers. I don't think they're happy here. They did not transplant well, the sunflowers. I said I wasn't going to do corn this year, but I lied. And so I'm trying some corn. You know why I'm trying corn? Because I have the seeds. So I saw a video, M.I. Gardner did a video, and he says, don't mess with corn. It's cheaper to buy it somewhere else. And I agree with that. It is absolutely cheaper to buy it someplace else. However, I have the seeds, so it's really cheaper for me to grow it this time, as long as I have the seeds. So because of our lovely weather, it's supposed to storm and get terrible tonight. But for today, and I started this yesterday, I worked from home yesterday, and I started working on some canning and some more hands-off canning. I was not in the kitchen all day, but I got a lot canned. I made an entire pot of chicken broth, which I have canned, and I canned a bunch of beans. So this is what I got accomplished yesterday. A lot of pinto beans back here, and these are quarts of chicken broth, the pints are beans, and I had 1 pint of broth here. I've got 5 cans of red beans in the canner right now, 3 waiting to go in, and I do these the no soak method. And then I have a bag of black beans that I'm waiting on. One of these did not seal, so let's see if you can tell the difference. But you know what? When I pushed that down, it stayed down. But it keeps popping back up. So this one didn't seal. I could reprocess it, and for this one, I probably will. There's also a can of beans that did not seal, and I knew the minute it came out of the canner it wasn't going to seal. Hear it? Did not seal. So I am still within my reprocess window, and I will reprocess this can of beans. I'll change the lid. It's possible that there was just something between the lid and the jar. So the Ball website says that you can reprocess within 24 hours, and it has not been 24 hours, so I will reprocess that one. I use this electric pressure canner from Carey, and so I can only do 5 pints or 3 quarts at a time. I can do 3 quarts plus a pint or 5 pints at a time. And so far, this has been my most used gadget. You see it's starting now. It's reached pressure, and it's now starting at 75 minutes of pressure canning 5 pints of red beans. But I was saying that was probably my best kitchen purchase recently. Besides the crock pot, that tool I use more often than any other. The crock pot more, but that is my second, because I have an Instapot, I have a bread machine, I have an ice cream maker, I have all of these gadgets. I don't use them, but this canner, we're like besties, even more so than the crock pot. Crock pot and I are like, we're friends, but me and the canner, we got this, we got it. So I'm not going to bore you going through everything, you know, in real time, because that's super boring. I did buy a 3-pound bag of onions that I'm going to chop and put in the freezer. And I got a really good special on ground beef, $2.97 a pound at Tom Thumb. And so I bought 6 pounds, which was the limit. I would have bought more. So I'm going to separate this and freeze it into 1-pound portions. And like I said, I still have some beans to finish processing in the canner. For our Easter dinner tomorrow, I'm not going crazy. I'm not hosting. I'm not going anywhere. But I did buy a ham. I started chopping the sales this week, and I think I did pretty well. I got a ham. I'll see it. Hold on. Well, I guess I tore the tag off in my transporting, but at Kroger, I got this whole ham, well, half a ham, whatever it is, for $9. That was fantastic. And it comes with the little seasoning thing, so I don't even have to think. It's amazing. I had another chocolate cake in the sweets cabinet, so I'm going to go ahead and make that. I bought, also at Tom Thumb, they have the ears of corn on the cob, or ears of corn, 5 for $1, so I grabbed 5 of those. And that's why in my gardener says you shouldn't grow your own corn, because you can get them for 20 cents an ear. Yes, I know, but I already had the seeds. So now they're free. Sort of. What else am I making? Mashed potatoes. I bought a can of baked beans. I was going to try to make baked beans, but I don't have any more navy beans dried already, so I just bought a can of baked beans. And some salad greens. Alright, well, I'm going to get to work. I really don't have a lot to show today, because it's kind of boring, but I'll show you a little bit, and I'll show you the end. How about that? So it only made 5.5 pounds, so, but I just labeled them. 1 pound, 80/20, and a half pound, 80/20, so made 5.5. Still $2.97 a pound, not a bad deal. And so here's the deep freezer, how it's coming along. It's rebuilding is what it's doing right now. I've got lunch meat in there, and these are just specials. So I buy the specials, and that's how I rebuild my freezer. Got some shredded cheese. We have lunch meat. Hold on. Lots of butter and bacon. That's what's in there for now. And about to be some ground beef. If you're interested in like the specials that I choose to partake in, what I think is a really good deal, then let me know, and I can make videos on that.